Dear fellow creative, artist, or small business owner who wants to put their voice out there. For the longest time, I felt like I didn't fit, like I was square peg, round holing my way into business and my purpose. I knew I had ideas and experiences I wanted to share, but I never found a model and space that I felt like I could really share them in. On one end of the spectrum, I was told I could follow my dreams while supporting my family and others by either starting a course, offering one-on-one services, creating a group program or mastermind, or selling a product. And on the other end of the spectrum, I've been told I can share and monetize my creative expression by trying to get millions of views and downloads and ultimately brand deals. None of these options ever felt quite right, despite trying many of them. And then I found Substack, and everything clicked. I found that missing business model that creatives like us are craving. A space where we can create any way we want, no limits on medium, length, or lifespan. That attracts and builds a community that cares about our work and allows us to get paid in a way that feels seamless and so good, even if you don't like asking for money. Substack is changing the way I create for the better. It's given me freedom to create my way without relying on algorithms or 20 different tech platforms to bring it into the world. It's not only made my life simpler, but my work deeper. It's even made me a better storyteller, writer, and speaker. My friends will tell you I literally can't stop talking about it. That's why I want to introduce you to Substack and the 3 reasons why it's become my full-time focus. First and foremost, let me show you Substack. Substack at its core is an email marketing platform meets a blog. What that means for you, first and foremost, is less tech, and secondly, that your work gets to be so much more. It can be writing, video, audio, conversation, images. The opportunities are literally endless. Let's take this one, for example. In this case, I decided to record a video. That video, once uploaded, the audio got pulled and put to Apple and Spotify because I have it connected to the podcasting platforms. I then took the transcript and put it here with pictures and links. You can do polls, all sorts of things that make your content more engaging and meets them where they're at. It makes it more accessible. They can read, they can watch, they can listen, whatever you feel like creating that day and whatever they feel like consuming that day. The cool thing is that there's a comment section at the bottom so they can interact with you and others too. And this entire post is not only a web page, but it gets emailed to them too. So they can respond to you in email, they can respond to you in comments, they can connect with other people in the comments, they can find you through Substack, they can find you through Google. Because it's got the blog side to it, this becomes a web page that can be found for years to come. And because it has the email side to it, your community gets to actually hear from you. You don't have to send them to social in order to engage with you. And you don't have to rely on those algorithms to put you in front of your people. When you have something to share, your people get to hear it and can even pay you for more content too. We're creating our own little worlds here, our own little magazines, our hubs, which now gets to be my full-time focus. First and foremost, because you can create whatever you want, when you want. I don't really care which way you consume. My biggest concern is getting you the information and building that community that cares. And that's the beautiful thing about Substack. We have the opportunity to create whatever feels good to us, no limits, and meet our people where they're at. Talking and sharing is the easiest way for me to do that, so often I create that way first. Then I might take that video and audio and put it into blog form with pictures and polls, or create images like a magazine around it, or turn it into a cinematic YouTube video. You might be a writer first, which is amazing. Substack was originally created for writers, so you're in great company. And I've also found I've become a better writer from this practice, so bonus points if you want to write a book. You can write first and then expand your piece by reading what you wrote as a voiceover or recording a video of yourself sharing your piece, the possibilities are endless. And that's what makes your platform you, and your community yours, and brings everybody together in your unique creation curation. At the end of the day, you are the filter. You are that differentiator. So if it's important to you and feels good to you, then that's all that matters. With Substack, as soon as I have the download or the impulse, I don't have to overcomplicate it. In some way, shape, or form, I get that creative download down and share it as quickly as possible, because I found that when I'm in that energy, I need to keep with the momentum, and Substack doesn't hold me back. In fact, it will help propel you once you've created your work, because the second reason why I'm focusing on Substack full-time is that it helps make your work discoverable. Because Substack is an email newsletter platform first, that means your community gets emailed every time you post. They're not in the dark, even if they follow you, because of an algorithm. And if they have Substacks too, they can recommend you to their followers. It's one of the strongest ways I've been growing my community. And because it's a blog-like platform second, after your community hears about it, Google can then find it through SEO too. So when someone is searching what you are sharing, you can come up not just in the moment you sent it, but for years to come in your archive. Substack really wants to help creatives support other creatives. So in addition to the recommendations feature, they also have their own social platform called Notes. What I love about Notes is that they take a spiderweb approach to sharing, just like LinkedIn. Your feed is filled with those you subscribe to or follow and the content those people are interacting with. That means that your feed is curated by you and like-minded people like you. And when like-minded people share your work, it's a ripple effect who will see it. If you do decide to share your work in traditional social spaces, Substack supports you there too, creating image graphics and video clips as soon as you hit publish. Plus, since it's a web page once posted, it's super easy to share that link on Pinterest or websites like LinkedIn. But Substack isn't only creating free content. The third reason why I'm focusing on it full-time is because they want you to make money too. In fact, the site is completely free to you. They don't make any money unless you do by charging a monthly or annual subscription to your readers. You could think of it like a magazine subscription for your work. There are so many different creative ways to use this feature, which I talk all about in this mini course. Like how I've created paid columns, mini courses, workshops, more personal posts, and even plan on writing my book on Substack. Again, they want creators to get to create. So when I realize every time I post, not only does my list get to hear about it, but in doing so, they get to choose if they want to opt in for more. If they're enjoying that post and they want to hear the rest of it or read more about that topic, then it's as gentle as, yes, I want more, and I would love to pay for it. It's perfect for us creators because we can focus on doing the work we love, and Substack can gently prompt our community to join us in a deeper way. I can't speak more highly about this platform and how it's changed my life. It's transformed me from a stuck business owner into a fulfilled creative. My hope for this video is that if you're a creative who's been searching for their right fit business model and hasn't found it yet, then maybe you just found your answer. And that knowing Substack exists and seeing all it can do inspires you to take this information and start creating in your way. If watching this feels like a relief, like you found that missing puzzle piece, and you want to start using Substack without researching the quick steps to get started, then my mini course would be perfect for you. In it, I not only go over how to quickly and easily get started on Substack with templates you can copy and paste so your focus stays on your creative work, but I also talked through the few key spaces I focus on to simplify my creation process, create a community that cares, and get my work discovered. And so if that feels supportive to you, I'd love to see you over in the mini course.